Hi, I'm Shelby Oldford, and the campaign that I've chosen is World Vision Australia's 40-Hour Famine Backpack Challenge.
Let's look into my analysis of the strategic approach.
The message strategy that World Vision Australia has used is to show Australian students that there is a problem in the world for children just like them, and there is an easy way for them to take action and help end the crisis. The big idea is to show the struggles Syrian children are going through, which will resonate with the audience and act as a call to action. This all relates back to the consumer insight, which states that the target audience is more likely to work with a cause that they align with and that they feel they can actually help. The target audience that I have identified is Australian students between the ages of 12 to 18 years old. The 40-hour famine is specifically targeted at this group as they are more likely to give to a cause that will make them feel as though they are actually making a difference. Research shows that the selected age range mostly supports charities that support children and their education. The positioning of this campaign works well for the target audience, as well as the consumer insight. In the ads, they use Syrian children the same age as the audience, and they bring up points that are relatable to both of them. For example, in one of their video ads, they say, children who will never see their school again, their home, their brothers or sisters, mom, and dad again. Later in the same ad, they show Australian youth preparing to participate in the Backpack Challenge. Due to research that shows that this age range is 28% more likely to donate to a charity that promotes education, it is a possibility that World Vision Australia could have dug deeper into the idea that these children will not be able to get an education. However, the funds from this campaign will not be used to provide education for children, although that is a service that World Vision provides in their other campaigns. The success of this campaign can be measured based on the objectives set by World Vision Australia at the start of the campaign. The first objective was to increase awareness of the refugee crisis in the target market by a specific amount during the run of the campaign. To measure if this objective was met, I suggest that World Vision Australia run comprehensive measures tests. This will show the recall, persuasive impact, and the perceptions of the refugee crisis and the audience's ability to help. The second objective that World Vision Australia set was to raise a specific dollar amount during the campaign period. The money needed was split into 15 programs, each with a specific focus area, such as food and nutrition or water and sanitation. World Vision does not share the dollar amount, but the audience is able to track the percentage of money raised to meet their goal. World Vision Australia can evaluate the success of this campaign based on how many of the programs they completed.
Let's dive into my analysis of the creative strategy.
World Vision Australia has chosen the effective strategy, relying on appealing to the viewer on a purely emotional level. This is supported through transformational appeals, such as demonstration and imagery. The focus of this campaign is to push people into understanding what life is like for refugees by having them live out of backpacks. To motivate people to partake in the campaign, World Vision used real footage from the war zones that refugees are fleeing. Having real-world footage pushes the seeing is believing aspect. The heavy focus of imagery in the video ads, such as video footage and photos rather than just stating facts, pushes to create the emotional appeal that World Vision Australia needs to grab the attention of the target audience. Taking this approach when creating the advertisements for this campaign was very appropriate as it follows several guidelines that have been proven through various research and tests. Emotional appeals, or an effective strategy, have been proven through research to be more effective than non-emotional appeals for charity advertisements. Research shows that ads that use emotional appeals can improve effectiveness by increasing attention and facilitating messaging processing. For the target audience, the use of the combination of emotional appeals with the use of strong imagery, all focused on children, works directly with the consumer insight. In some of their advertisements, World Vision Australia has chosen refugee children to share their story with the audience. The use of a child speaking another language and telling their story creates a feeling of trustworthiness that adds credibility to the campaign.
The largest creative change that I would make would be in the main video ads. When they show the students packing their bags, it seems as if there's an emphasis on a few of the brands. I feel like this takes away from the main focus of the ad. Now let's review my analysis of the media strategy. The media channels that World Vision Australia used were entirely digital. This includes YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. This is a wise choice considering the target audience. Research shows that this age range is 65% more likely to support a charity after encountering it on social media when comparing to the rest of the population. A disadvantage that social media marketing presents is that it can be difficult to determine the specific impact of one ad versus another, as most of the users are multi-platform and multi-device. Social media marketing also has the downfall of being very cluttered, and ads can be seen as a nuisance. To avoid this feeling, World Vision Australia has clearly been very selective with their advertisements. In the future, World Vision would be wise to continue the use of their social media accounts after the end of the 40-hour famine. As this is an annual campaign, they should be attempting to keep their following interested throughout the year. Showing the results of the campaign can also act as motivation to increase repeat participants. Another change I would make to the media strategy would be to increase the frequency and reach of the campaign. Although World Vision does not have a large budget, I believe that they have not reached their potential.